The Elephant's Child. How the Elephant Got His Trunk. This book was written by Rudyard Kipling, adapted by Karen Baker, and illustrated by David Cheng. Enjoy! Long ago, elephants had no trunks. They had only blackish, bulgy noses as big as boots. Their noses were suitable for sniffing and for wriggling side to side, but absolutely useless for picking things up. In these far-off times, there was one elephant's child in Africa who was born with endless curiosity. He asked ever so many questions, which got him in ever so much trouble. One day, the elephant's child asked his aunt ostrich, "Why are your feathers so long?" "Hush," she squawked. "So many questions. Take your nosy nose somewhere else." So the elephant did exactly that. He then saw his tall uncle. "Uncle Giraffe," the elephant called out, "how many spots do you have?"
"Shoo," his uncle muttered. "So many questions. Take your nosy nose somewhere else."
So the elephant did exactly that. The elephant came upon his aunt, the hippo. "Auntie," he asked her, "why are your eyes so red?" "Shh!" she snorted. "So many questions. Take your nosy nose somewhere else." So the elephant did exactly that. Nearby, the elephant's uncle, the hairy baboon, was busy eating a juicy melon. "What makes melons taste just so, Uncle Baboon?"
"Shush,"
the baboon bellowed.
"So many questions. Take your nosy nose somewhere else."
And the elephant did exactly that. A few days later, on the night of the full moon, the elephant and his family gathered for a great meal at the festival feast. Still curious, the elephant had another question for his family. "Excuse me," he said, "but what does the crocodile eat for dinner?"
"Shoo,"
muttered the giraffe. "Hush!" ruffled the ostrich.
"Shush,"
bellowed the baboon. "Shh!" snorted the hippo. "So many questions. Take your nosy nose somewhere else," they roared. As the elephant turned to walk away, the colocolo bird swooped in close to his large ear. "Go to the banks of the great gray-green, greasy Limpopo River," she whispered, "and ask the crocodile yourself." So the elephant crossed the vast continent of Africa and came at last to the banks of the great gray-green, greasy Limpopo River. There he stopped to rest on a log when suddenly the log winked at him. For this was no log, but in fact, the crocodile. "Crocodile?" the elephant asked. "What do you eat for dinner?" "Come closer, little one," said the crocodile, "and I'll whisper." The elephant put his head close to the crocodile. "I think," the crocodile said, "I think today I will have elephant for dinner." With that, the crocodile snatched the elephant by his little boot-sized nose and chomped down with his sharp, sharp teeth. "Ow! Let go! You're hurting me!" the elephant cried out. He pulled back with all his might. The crocodile pulled back with all his might. As they tugged, the elephant's nose stretched and stretched and stretched. Then, with one final powerful tug, the elephant's nose sprang free from the crocodile's jaws. The elephant tumbled back, his new nose flopping behind him. The crocodile fell into the river with a loud splash. With a very sore and very long nose, the elephant began his journey home. Along the way, he discovered that his new nose had ever so many uses. He could swat flies, pick fruit, pluck grass, and muck around in the mud. When the elephant arrived home, his family had ever so many questions. Where have you been?
What have you done?
Did you see the crocodile? And where did you get that nose? The elephant laughed, spraying water high in the air. So many questions, he replied. And with that, he told of how the elephant got his trunk. Well, that was a really silly story. Good night, my bedtime buddies. Until next time.